There's a huge problem with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have dominated the league for over a month, but something is not right. Since December 15th, when they lost two of their best players to surgery, they went from the play-in to the 2 seed. An MVP-level Donovan Mitchell, #2 defense in the NBA. What you need to win a championship, but the rumors won't stop. A brand new report. There's no doubt Donovan Mitchell is leaving once his contract ends, says an Eastern Conference executive, echoing a belief held by many around the league. How is that even possible when they're so good? Well, the answer is what Spida really thinks about his teammates. The Cavs took a huge gamble just to get Donovan Mitchell. They traded Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, 3 firsts and 3 swaps. They went all in because they doubled their win total from 2021 to 22. Darius Garland was a first-time All-Star. Evan Mobley just missed Rookie of the Year. So when Spida came on the market, they had to outbid the Heat and Knicks. In fact, Spida thought New York was a done deal. He was shocked to be in Cleveland, because as Joakim Noah said...
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say, I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. What's so good about Cleveland?
But Donovan said, I'm gonna make this work. He and Garland were an amazing backcourt with the #1 defense in the league. A dangerous 4 seed no one wanted to face in the playoffs. They almost got swept in the first round. What happened? Rumors said Donovan Mitchell was not happy. An ESPN reporter said, I don't think there's any chance he signs an extension there, ever. Remember all they gave up? If Donovan leaves, it would be a disaster. You're almost forced to trade him. But instead, they doubled down. The front office signed shooters Max Strus and George Niang. A lot was riding on this season that started terrible. Blown double-digit lead to OKC. Blown out by the Blazers. People were openly talking about firing their coach.
Cleveland still don't love the Garland-Mitchell combo and the Mobley-Allen combo. This does not feel like a finished team to me, but that's not what's going to change first. The coach is going to change.
Weirdly, everything Bill Simmons just said is correct, except for firing JB Bickerstaff. Because as soon as Garland and Mobley got injured, the team took off. They won 15 of 19 games. Defense held 12 teams to under 103 points. Insane in today's NBA. And Donovan Mitchell became an MVP candidate. It turns out he is so much better not sharing the ball. Before the injuries, Cleveland ranked 25th on offense, 9th on defense. But without Garland and Mobley, #6 offense, 1st on D. Now, some of that was their schedule. The Cavs beat up on like the Wizards, the Spurs, the Grizzlies, but they also had a 40-point win over the Bucks on national TV and double digits over the Clippers. This team is for real. In the regular season, they did this exact thing last year. 50+ wins, All-Star Donovan Mitchell, and got embarrassed. Even their own GM is saying, calm down. When we acquired Donovan, we wanted to make sure it wasn't championship or bust last year, and it's not this year. What? Your team is dominating. Oh, we do think we have the talent level to compete with the best, but we're still young. And that is the problem. Donovan Mitchell hears that and thinks, I am out. Last season, after they lost to the Knicks, Spida let us know how he really feels.
It sucks. This is my 6th time sitting up here in the 1st or 2nd round having the same press conference, you know, and for me, it feels a little different than these guys, but I think they're in a place where they understand. It's a tough lesson to learn. It's a tough lesson to learn, but you gotta go through these things.
Exactly. You have to lose in the playoffs to take steps. It's normal. They're a young team. But Spida is past that. He's already gone through this phase on the Jazz. He took them to the playoffs every year, losing in the first round 3 times, the second round twice. He just said, this is my 6th press conference saying the same thing. I'm done. I am ready to move on, not be on a young team just taking these steps. Spida sees himself as a vet who is ready to win, and he's right. Dude's almost 28 years old, in the middle of his prime. That is why rumors say he wants the Heat, the veteran Knicks, the Lakers want him. It's not that Spida hates his teammates. He seems like he loves them, but he's not on their timeline. No hard feelings, it's just business. So NBA execs say he is 100% gone, unless they do something crazy. If they lose in the first or second round, they could go all in on Donovan Mitchell by trading Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. I know that sounds insane, but do you know the veteran talent they could get? They would go from young team to win now overnight. We just saw how well Spider plays as the only point guard. Maybe having a guy who's even smaller than him in the backcourt's a bad thing? Garland was an all-star before Spider got there. He's 24 years old. That would get a huge haul in the trade market. But dealing Evan Mobley would be a bigger risk. He was picked number 3 in 2021 compared to Kevin Garnett or Anthony Davis. Sure enough, he was first team all-defense by year 2, but his offense did not take a leap. Instead of MVP comps, his ceiling might be Rudy Gobert, which is amazing, obviously, but Jarrett Allen is already a center who can't shoot threes. It's a waste to have 2 of those guys on your roster. Now, recently, Mobley's outside shot has been hitting, but Spider doesn't have time for him to develop. They could get any star on the market with Garland and Mobley. And I would argue Donovan Mitchell actually needs a better player than him on his team to win a championship. Not many people would disagree with that. What better way to get that player than trading a great young Garland and Mobley? Cavs fans do not want to hear that. It will be the discussion if they lose in the first or second round. Choose the young guys or choose Donovan Mitchell. You can't have both, but there is one other path that they could take. NBA reporter Mark Stein says, I know of at least 2 teams on the NBA map that believe LeBron James would consider signing with them at far less than his $51.4 million Lakers salary if Bronny James is on the roster. And most people believe the Cavs are one of those teams. Cleveland has its own first-round pick in the upcoming Bronny draft. But how would LeBron feel about that? Actually, he just said this before the Donovan Mitchell trade. The door is not closed on me returning to Cleveland. I'm not saying I'm coming back and playing. I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. What? And now they're the number 2 seed in the East? Yes, he would consider it. The Lakers didn't make a move at the trade deadline and angered LeBron James. If the Cavs have a much better roster and a Bronny, it would be easy for Bron to want to finish his career where it started. So the Cavs are a great story, but it is far from over and a ton of drama could still happen. Speaking of drama behind the scenes, why did Mark Cuban sell the Dallas Mavericks? He was like the last owner you ever think would sell. And I actually didn't expect much from this video, but it's going viral right now because apparently a lot of you actually did want to know the actual reason for this that Cuban does not want us to know.